Today we are introducing QuoteBuddy, a software solution for industrial quoting. Creating a quotation takes just 3 simple steps. Let's go through them together. From the main page of the website, you can start a 30-day free trial. After registering, you will find a side menu on the left, which allows you to navigate through the different sections. In the dashboard, you will find an overview of the quotations you have created. The RFQ section is where you can create new quotations. In subscription, you can manage your plan. We then move to the shop settings area where we set up our workshop. This only needs to be done when you first sign up so that the software can be adapted to your company's specific parameters. This setup process is divided into 5 steps. The first step is capabilities, where you select which operations you are able to perform in-house. For example, machining refers to chip removal processes. Next, we set the routing, meaning which operation the software should prioritize when a feature of the part can be produced in different ways. For example, a hole can be made using laser cutting, water jet cutting, or plasma cutting. Here we decide which process the software should prioritize. In the rates section, we set the hourly cost, setup time, and machining time per part for each process. We can also add extra time based on the characteristics of the part using the coefficients feature. If the part is particularly complex, we can also add optional multipliers, such as tight tolerance, which applies when strict tolerances require more time and higher costs. This setup is repeated for each individual operation. We then move to the pricing rules section, where we define the final pricing rules based on our costs. The first parameter is the overhead factor, which covers general costs not directly linked to a single operation, such as rent or labor costs. The default margin should be selected according to your own pricing strategy. For example, 0.4 applies a 40% margin. Finally, you can also choose whether to set a minimum order quantity. The last section is dedicated to materials. Here, you can add or edit the materials used in your workshop by entering the material name, price per kilogram, and density. Once the reference settings have been saved, we can create our first quotation in the RFQ section. We choose the project name, click Create, and we are ready to upload the 2D drawing. As you can see, the software takes a few minutes to analyze and read the drawing, identifying the different views with yellow boxes. Once the analysis is complete, we immediately receive an initial summary of how the software has classified the part. In this case, it has mainly been classified as a turned component. The Extracted Dimensions section lists the dimensional information detected by the software. The Extracted Features section shows how the cost is calculated based on the features identified in the part. The price can always be reviewed and manually adjusted in Adjust Pricing inputs. We then obtain an estimated selling price, both for a single part and for batches, according to the margins defined during the shop setup. At this point, we can view and download the PDF, which includes the total production time, labor cost, material cost, and selling price. In addition, thanks to the software, you will receive the quotation in real time by email, so you can consult it even when you are away from your computer. As you can see, QuoteBuddy brings structure, speed, and efficiency to your workshop.